Before we dive into the intriguing spending habits of NBA stars, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Ever wondered how NBA stars spend their millions? Let's dive into some intriguing case studies. With the fame and fortune that comes from being a top-tier NBA player, it's no surprise that these athletes often indulge in some eye-popping purchases. From colossal mansions to flashy cars, and even peculiar pets, the spending habits of these stars are as diverse as their playing styles on the court. Consider this. The average NBA player earns a salary that's well into the 7 figures. That's not even including lucrative endorsement deals, which can dwarf their on-court earnings. With that kind of money, it's easy to see how one might have a little fun. And by a little fun, we mean dropping the GDP of a small nation on luxury goods and experiences. Now, it's important to note that not all NBA stars spend their wealth in the same way. Some choose to invest in businesses or real estate, securing their financial future long after their playing days are over. Others, however, prefer to live in the moment, splashing their cash things that bring them immediate joy and satisfaction. You might think that the more money one has, the more lavish the spending. But as we'll find out, that's not always the case. Sometimes it's the players you least expect who make the most extravagant purchases. And sometimes these purchases are not just about showing off wealth, but also about expressing individuality, pursuing passions, or even making a statement. So are you ready to delve into the world of NBA stars and their spending habits? From gaming computers that cost more than most people's cars, to car collections that rival those of seasoned collectors, to watches that cost as much as a mansion, and to finds that could fund a small startup, we've got it all covered. Let's explore how some of these stars spend their money. Starting with Karl Anthony Towns, he used his millions to construct an extravagant gaming computer. If you didn't know, Towns is a dedicated gamer, a passion he's held since childhood. But when you've got the kind of dough Karl's got, you don't just settle for any gaming setup. No, you go big. And oh boy, did Towns go big. In 2020, he collaborated with some of the top tech YouTubers to design and build the ultimate gaming rig. This was not just any computer, it was a work of art, a testament to the love of gaming. Now here's the kicker. The cost of this incredible setup? A whopping $20,000. Yes, you heard that right. Towns shelled out 20 grand for an out-of-this-world gaming experience. Clearly, Towns knows how to combine his passions with his spending. Next, we have John Moran, who has a penchant for luxury cars. Moran's garage is nothing short of impressive, showcasing a range of high-end vehicles that would make any car enthusiast green with envy. From a muscular Scat Pack to a sleek Aston Martin Vantage and even a sparkling new Ferrari Roma, Moran certainly knows how to ride in style. On his 23rd birthday, Moran's generosity was on full display. He decided to let his friends take his cars out for a spin, including his prized $400,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Now that's a birthday to remember. However, the morning after the birthday festivities brought a less than pleasant surprise. Moran's friends had not treated his Rolls-Royce with the care it deserved. The once immaculate Cullinan was returned with its bumper hanging off, a clear sign of a reckless night on the roads. One might expect Moran to be livid, but instead, he remained unfazed. Later that day, he took to Twitter with a simple message: "It's still going smooth." It turns out Moran had anticipated such a scenario and had a backup Rolls-Royce at the ready. Talk about being prepared. Moran's reaction to the incident showcases his laid-back attitude and the financial freedom his NBA career has afforded him. His ability to shrug off a potentially frustrating situation is a testament to his wealth. But it also speaks volumes about his character. Rather than getting angry, he chose to see the humor in the situation and move on. Despite the mishap, Moran's spending habits show he knows how to live the high life. His collection of luxury cars is a clear indication of his love for the finer things, and his willingness to share his prized possessions with his friends shows a generosity that's truly commendable. Moran may be a force to be reckoned with on the basketball court, but off the court, he's just a guy who loves his cars and isn't afraid to share the wealth. Lebron James, on the other hand, spent $6.5 million on a rather plain watch. Now, when you think of a watch with a price tag that hefty, you might picture encrusted diamonds, sapphires, or at least a setting in rose gold. But not for the king. His $6.5 million timepiece is surprisingly unadorned, No gems, no gold. It's a stark contrast to the usual bling we see in the world of NBA stars. But then again, this is LeBron James we're talking about. A man known not just for his prowess on the court, but also his refined taste of it. His choice in watches is no exception. It's a simple, classic piece, with an elegance that mirrors LeBron's style of play. Unassuming, but impactful. LeBron's choice of watch shows that sometimes spending is about personal taste rather than flashy display. Ben Simmons, however, spent his millions in a rather unorthodox way, by accruing fines. In the summer of 2021, Simmons found himself in the center of controversy, underperforming in the playoffs and shooting less than 35% from the free throw line. This led to a fallout with his team, the 76ers, and Simmons declared he was done with them. He stated he wouldn't pick up a basketball until he was traded. Simmons should have been careful what he wished for. The NBA doesn't take lightly to players refusing to play, and as a result, Simmons was fined $360,000 for every game he missed. It seemed like a bold, perhaps reckless decision. As the games rolled on, so did the fines. 54 games later, Simmons had made league history, but not in a way any player would want. He was fined a staggering $19 million. To put that in perspective, that's more than the fines of LeBron James, Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, and Draymond Green combined. And that's not even factoring in the entire Eastern Conference. Simmons' case is a cautionary tale about how money can also be lost due to professional decisions. His fines are a testament to the fact that, while NBA stars earn millions, they also have a responsibility to the teams they play for, the fans who support them, and the sport they represent. When they fail to uphold their end of the bargain, the consequences can be financially severe. Simmons' fines are a stark reminder of the potential pitfalls of fame and fortune in the NBA. They underscore the importance of professionalism, commitment, and most importantly, the love for the game. After all, the millions are a result of the game, and as Simmons learned the hard way, they can also be lost because of it. Lastly, we have Luka Dončić, whose spending habits are quite unusual. This young NBA star has a penchant for the unique and unconventional, and his purchases reflect just that. Let's start with his pet. Now, most people would opt for a dog or a cat, but not Dončić. He went for a horny toad. Yes, you heard it right, a horny toad. This peculiar pet is a type of lizard known for its flat body and spiky skin, which gives it its unusual name. Dončić has even named his spiky friend Luka Jr., a testament to his sense of humor. Moving on from pets to art, Dončić's taste is just as distinctive. He spent thousands of dollars on a horse statue. But it wasn't just any horse statue. This one was custom made, displaying his love for uniqueness and creativity. The statue even came with custom Luka ones, a unique touch that he also shared with his teammates. But perhaps the most outlandish of Dončić's purchases is his vehicle of choice. This isn't your typical sports car or luxury SUV. No, Dončić rides around in a tank-like vehicle. This $300,000 juggernaut called the Hellfire Apocalypse resembles a military tank more than it does a conventional car. It's a bold choice, but then again, Dončić isn't your typical NBA star. From a horny toad to a horse statue to a tank-like vehicle, Dončić's purchases are a reflection of his unique personality. They show that NBA stars, while they may have millions to spend, have their own personal tastes and preferences. And in Dončić's case, those preferences lean towards the unusual and the unconventional. Dončić's spending habits show that NBA stars can have quite unique and personal ways of spending their millions. From gaming PCs to luxury cars, plain watches to unusual pets, NBA stars certainly have diverse ways of spending their money. We've seen how Karl Towns indulges in his passion for gaming with a top-notch gaming PC, while Moran has a penchant for luxurious cars. LeBron James, on the other hand, prefers investing in timepieces that may look plain, but carry a hefty price tag. Ben Simmons made headlines, not for his spending, but for the mind-boggling fines he accumulated. And let's not forget Luka Dončić, who splurges on the most unique items, including a pet toad and a horse statue. These examples highlight the varied and sometimes surprising ways NBA stars spend their fortunes. Star has their own unique tastes and preferences, a testament to the diversity found within the NBA. No matter how they choose to spend their millions, these NBA stars certainly make their wealth known in intriguing ways. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Your support helps us create more exciting content like this. Thanks for watching.